now, as also for having been conferred the degree of D.Litt honoris causa. This honor has only strengthened my resolve to continue with the mission of spread of education to the people who need it most, the millat. I extend my profound and grateful thanks to the Integral University and its Vice Chancellor, Professor S.W. Akhtar, for this dual honor. You may be aware that I served 40 years in the army, serving my country, and what is lesser known, serving the cause of education because of the relevance and the importance of education in the armed forces. I resigned from the prestigious Armed Forces Tribunal when the President of India approved my election as the Vice Chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University, which, as you know, enjoys an iconic status in India and now is graded as the third best university of the country by Times Higher Education London. The Army, despite several misconceptions, catches its personnel when they are young and trains them and educates them. A university, its teachers and students are no different. They too combat the forces of ignorance and darkness and the enemy lurking because of these two inadequacies. The two terms, community and nation, take me back to what is called the Aligarh movement. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in the last quarter of the 19th century to promote modern and scientific education, primarily amongst the Muslims of India. This was done with a great vision and profound hope that Aligarh movement would spread throughout the length and breadth of the country and create a large number of AMU-type institutions and universities in various parts of the country. This has not yet been achieved, but we are striving towards that end. The Muslims of India, even after 68 years of independence, remain educationally backward and largely excluded from higher education arena, and fruits of modernity and advancements in science and technology. The Sachar Committee report in this context has been an eye-opener. It pointedly mentioned that lack of education was a major cause of Muslim backwardness. This is where the seminal role of universities like Integral University is vital. What was founded on a small scale on 3rd November 1993 is, Alhamdulillah, today a modern day university. I am told that in 1998 it was an engineering college and was elevated to the status of a full-fledged technical university in 2004. In the duration of a decade, it has reached the zenith with more than 8,000 students attending 55 courses. It is also a full-fledged integral Institute of Medical Sciences and Research. I have been informed that Integral University has also established the Integral Institute of Agricultural Sciences and Technology. I would like to inform you all that Aligarh Muslim University will herald the second green revolution by harnessing nanotechnology. We would like the agri-scientists of your university to be our partners. Today's impressive convocation ceremony is a living testimony of the integral university's standing and stature. Modern day universities must be technology driven. I have just returned from a visit to Oxford, where I learned new techniques, new tools and new methods of teaching. Integral University must adopt these in its march forward. A university is not simply the name of a structure. It is an idea which exists in time and place. The idea of a university is given a shape, a body, a form by its administrators, teachers, and students. All three cannot exist without each other and are interdependent. The three must move with the time. Today is the era of technology, of information explosion, and of rapid changes. Teachers and students of today face greater challenges than faced by earlier generations. Today's students are far better informed and tech savvy. Teachers therefore have to justify their raison d'etre or the reason for their existence. They have to prove their relevance. If they do not adopt latest technology and teaching methods, they will lose their relevance. Remember, the internet has made knowledge available at the tap of a button or a key. In America today, teachers put their lesson plans on the web for students to study much before the period, which then becomes only an interactive and question-answer session. Teachers must become facilitators of knowledge. They must encourage the spirit of inquiry and discourage learning by rote. If the job of teachers is challenging, it is also for the students who must realize that today our world is following the ruthless logic of the market. I am stressing this stark reality. Some subjects will always be in greater demand in the new market, but you must choose in what you are interested. Don't be forced by peers or your parents. I stress again, choose the subjects in which you have interest in. Some subjects will require cutting edge to justify their new existence. Language skills today, especially proficiency in English, are essential. Our universities need to learn the requirements of industry, modify their syllabi so that they turn out job-ready graduates. There's another challenge likely to be faced by our universities. This is the entry of foreign universities in India, which is a possibility. It would mean greater challenges and demand greater efficiency. All the more reason for us to learn time-tested virtues of hard work, discipline, and perseverance. That is why there's a pressing need for a new university to create and establish a brand name for itself and participate in the ranking of universities, developing in all fronts high academic state-of-the-art laboratories, seminars, publications, books, lectures, academic exchange programs, academic staff, college, and what is more important, 100% placements for their students. There is also a need for the faculty to undertake various kinds of projects to generate funds for improvement of their university. Universities should ignite passion for research which will benefit mankind. In the contemporary global scenario, a university has to be redefined and restructured to meet global challenges. Universities today have to produce scholars in knowledge domain to meet the demands of modern day competitive environment. As I have learned from the current newsletter of Integral University, the university lays great emphasis on all-round development of its students. Integral University justifies its name by integrating all essential a student requires to turn out well-rounded, educated citizens of the country. I have understood the requirements projected by your Vice Chancellor for a common entrance test in medical, engineering and other faculties. I will get this request examined, and if it is at all feasible, we shall implement it, inshallah. I would also like to stress that Integral University has a great social responsibility towards the millet. I recommend that they commence with a bridge course to facilitate transition from madrasa education to a modern scientific education, just like Aligarh Muslim University is doing. Finally, I take this opportunity to wish all the recipients of various degrees good luck and a bright success in their future careers. God bless you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and inspiring words. May I request the Registrar of the University to proceed for the award of degree to the recipients.
I request the Honorable Chancellor to grant me permission to present the students for that award of degree. मैं मोहतरम जनाब चांसलर साहब से दरख्वास्त करता हूँ कि वो मुझे कामयाब तुलबा को डिग्री हासिल करने के लिए उनके सामने पेश करने की इजाज़त फराहम करें।
जी, मैं कामयाब तलबा को डिग्री अता करने की इजाज़त देता हूँ।
Thank you, sir. The recipients of PhD degree should come forward. Sir, I present before you 43 awardees for the PhD degree. The awardees have been examined and found eligible for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request they may be awarded the degrees. Now I call PhD degree awardees one by one on dais. Sir, मैं आपके रूबरू 43 तलबा को पेश कर रहा हूँ जिन्होंने PhD के इम्तहानात में कामयाबी हासिल कर ली है और इसे हासिल करने के मुस्तहक़ करार दिए गए हैं। मैं दरख्वास्त करता हूँ कि उन्हें डिग्री तक़सीम कर दी जाए। अब मैं एक एक PhD मुस्तहक़ीन को डायस पर बुला रहा हूँ। फारिया फातिमा, बायोसाइंसेस। दीपमाला सिंह, सैयद मोहम्मद दानिश रिजवी, काजी मोहम्मद साजिद जमाल, आशीष पटेल, विवेक कुमार, मोहम्मद कलीम अहमद खान, मोहम्मद हसन बेग, मोहम्मद सईद, मोहम्मद हयातुल इस्लाम, मोहम्मद शाहिद, यहाँ पे एक एक करूँ, अनीसुर रहमान, अस्मा फारूक, काजी इनामुर रहमान, नसीमा खातून, नसीम अहमद, शीश अहमद, रवि प्रकाश वर्मा, संदेश त्रिपाठी, तनवीर ताहिर, नईमुर रहमान किदवाई, मोहम्मद यूसुफ यासीन, मुनव्वर आलम, आसिफ जमील अंसारी, विपिन बिहारी,
ये आगे भी नहीं
प्रगत शाकिया,
सर, आगे आते रहिए सर, थोड़ा सा आगे हो जाइए।
प्रगत शाकिया, जुबैर अख्तर, बदरुद्दीन, पूनम कुशवाहा, बीवी मोहन सिंह, हिमानी अवस्थी, रतन कुमार राय, भूपेंद्र नाथ पाठक, जनार्दन प्रसाद ओझा, मोहम्मद फरहान खान,